Now welcome back to my channel, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you so much once again for watching this video. Please support me by subscribing just in case you are here for the first time, and also you can press the notification bell so that YouTube can automatically update you immediately I post a video here. Otherwise, I really want to appreciate my subscribers so much, because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is currently. So feel very much welcome as you watch, and I don't take your support for granted. So before I go into my critical analysis for today, just in case you're stranded and you need a loan, I've always recommended the Premier Credit. Premier Credit, ladies and gentlemen, offers a wide range of loan products, including the super quick or the emergency loan. We have the household item or loans. We also have the school loan and other various types of loan products, which I personally believe that is always the best for you. So just in case you come from Kiambu County and in Nairobi area, kindly take that advantage, especially when you come to areas like Lower Kabete, Wangige area in Kiambu, the Kikuyu area, and also in Kangemi, in Kawangware, and those sides. Please take that advantage because you can be assisted urgently. So just call this number 0780 600 142 0780 600 142. I will never advertise here something that is illegal. What I always advertise here is the best for your consumption, because I cannot misdirect or give you something that is not good for you. So having said that, let us go straight into my critical analysis for today. And yesterday, Raila Odinga convened a parliamentary group meeting or a PG meeting together with all the Azimio La Umoja Alliance leaders. And the main agendas of that meeting, ladies and gentlemen, was only two. First of all, they came to an agreement to call off the mass action across the country, finally. And also, Raila Odinga wanted to appoint the legislatures who will represent him during the bipartisan approach with the Kenya Kwanza Alliance leaders. And I personally believe that the reasons as to why Raila Odinga had to call off the mass action completely across the country, there were some rumors that in case William Ruto will not come to an agreement with Raila Odinga will call also again the mass action across the country. But I want to assure you that Raila Odinga cannot do that again. And the reason as to why I'm saying this is simply because of the exit of Raila Odinga's sponsors of the mass action. First of all, one of the person who was funding Raila Odinga's mass action is Uhuru Kenyatta. Uhuru Kenyatta and the Kenyatta's family have sent the emissaries to President William Ruto to call for a meeting in State House so that they can discuss on a wide range of areas. And simply because the Kenyattas and William Ruto have agreed to have a meeting and a dialogue to discuss on their issues, there's no need for Uhuru Kenyatta to go ahead and sponsor Raila Odinga's demonstrations. So that is the first reason. The second reason is because Raila Odinga received a warning, several warnings from the international community and also from the ICC. So definitely Raila Odinga has to follow that order. And I heard Raila Odinga complaining in the course of this week that there's no way that the Western countries can dictate for us with the decisions that we must make. So clearly you can tell that Raila Odinga is still bitter at that issue. So in this video, I just want us to talk about the list of the representatives that Raila Odinga appointed, or the Azimio La Umoja Alliance appointed, to have or to represent Raila Odinga in the bipartisan approach with William Ruto. I don't want us to look at the all full list of 7 people. I just want us to focus on these 4 individuals. First of all, we have Edwin Sifuna, the senator for Nairobi County. We also have Honorable Millie Odhiambo. We also have the senator and the senior counsel and the lawyer Otiendo Omolo. And finally, let us talk about the Narok Senator Ladama Olekina. I was just looking at this list. Of course, there are others, 3 of them, which I don't want to mention. I just want us to focus on these 4. So far, William Ruto has not yet appointed his representatives, but just in case, let's say William Ruto comes with an idea of appointing somebody like Samson Cherargei, Aaron Cheruyot, the senator for Nyandarua, is he called, his name is Medhu, something like that, if I'm not wrong, but I know you understand about Senator Medhu. And finally, let's say William Ruto appoints somebody like Kimani Ichung'wah in that meeting, for a meeting or for the bipartisan approach. So between these two leaders that will be appointed between the Kenya Kwanza and Azimio la Umoja Alliance, do you think these guys can have that meeting and a successful meeting to come up with an agreement? Do you think that these people can sit in one bench and discuss on the bipartisan approach to come up with a final decision? Somebody like Millicent Millie Odhiambo. You know, first of all, I was expecting Raila Odinga to also appoint somebody like Junet Mohammed, the Suna East MP, and also Babu Owino. Because these guys, I don't think they can agree on anything. So why would Raila Odinga appoint these leaders? So first of all, in my considered opinion, I think Raila Odinga wants this meeting to fail so that he can call for a reconciliation meeting between himself and President William Ruto physically. That is the reason as to why Raila Odinga had to appoint somebody like Millie Odhiambo as his representative. These guys cannot sit, these guys cannot hold talks. These people are the leaders who you cannot advise in both parties. Somebody like Kimani Ichung'wah always think that he is always right. You cannot advise him on anything to do with the Kenya Kwanza Alliance. Just an example, somebody like Millie Odhiambo is somebody that you cannot advise. Somebody like the senior counsel lawyer Otiendo Omolo, you cannot advise him on anything because they always on Raila Odinga's side. And on this side, these guys are always on President William Ruto's side. They cannot be neutral. These guys cannot be neutral at all. So I personally don't think that these guys can solve anything. And it's only a matter of time that you will come to agree with me when finally they will have that meeting. So if this meeting will fail, now Raila Odinga will come up with the idea of appointing the committee. Because remember that Raila Odinga is against William Ruto's bipartisan approach. That is why he wants to frustrate this meeting, this dialogue, so that Raila Odinga has always accepted or is proposing the national accord-like approach. So you can clearly tell the difference here between William Ruto and Raila Odinga. So now in Raila Odinga's approach, national accord approach, they will appoint a committee to reconcile William Ruto and Raila Odinga. You know, that is what Raila Odinga wants. And therefore, Raila Odinga will now come up with, the positions of leaders, power sharing, this kind of issues that Raila Odinga is raising. He wants them to be taken with an immediate, response, which I don't think it can be allowed, which I don't think it will sail through in my personal consideration. Secondly, ladies and gentlemen, the reason as to why Raila Odinga had to appoint this representative is because they are the strong fighters of Raila Odinga. First of all, it is not easy to persuade them. It is not easy to convince these leaders that Raila Odinga was wrong. They are the real fighters of Raila Odinga. They are the diehards of Raila Odinga. Somebody like Edwin Sifuna, somebody like Ladama Olekina, somebody like Millicent, sorry guys, I don't know why I'm talking about Millicent Omanga, Millie Odhiambo, people like those. You cannot advise, you cannot convince them, you cannot persuade them that Raila Odinga was actually wrong. So that is why Raila Odinga had to appoint this panel. And also, these guys understand what Raila Odinga's mission is. And I've always maintained here that even though Raila Odinga's mission is to lower the cost of living, he will not, with his entire agenda, he will not talk about the ordinary person, the ordinary wananchi. What Raila Odinga is doing is that he has just put there something like the high cost of living to be solved, but the general mission of Raila Odinga is political. He wants position, he wants various types of, personal interest that he has towards this bipartisan approach, this meeting or this dialogue between his representative and President William Ruto's representative. So that was my opinion, ladies and gentlemen. That was my analysis for today. I don't know what you think. Let me hear your thoughts on the comment section below. Otherwise, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Until next time, my name is Json. Bye bye. See you.